ever more determined to be able to multitask, aren't we? I think there's this thing about doing all these things at once. And there's a lot of research that's out there now that says multitasking actually isn't all that effective, all that good for you. Because you're really just thin slicing one activity, thin slicing another activity, thin slicing another activity, and you're just doing one activity after the other.
Yeah.
And you're thin slicing it so much that you're sort of prolonging the completion of each activity.
Yeah.
You're also not giving that one activity 100% of you. And so there's an issue there. And that's around what you do with your own workload, but what is it that you're doing when it comes to being able to give others the opportunity to do things? Now, Francis, you were talking about not wanting to overload the team. Well, I'm going to flip your thinking around and challenge you. I'm a bit provocative, and I hope that's okay.
No, that's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to suggest, what development opportunities are you neglecting people? Are you depriving people of having by doing that? So you don't need to answer it, but that's the question of what you think.
Thought, yes,
yeah.
Yes.
So you see where I'm going?
Yes.
Yeah. When it comes to delegation, I know one of the biggest things we often say to ourselves, it'd just be easier if I did it myself.
Yeah.
And absolutely short term it is. Of course it's easier if you do it yourself because you know what you want to do, you know what the outcome is. It's all up here, trapped away in that steel trap. You know how long generally it's going to take you. So if I just get in and do it, it's done. However, that's only a short-term fix because next time the same thing comes up again, you're going to have to do it again.
Yes.
You're going to have to do it again. You're going to have to do it again because you haven't allowed anyone else the opportunity to do it, to learn to do it, to muddle their way through it, for you to help them do it the way you want it done. So they're the sort of things that I think we need to think about when we think about delegation. This is the part of the delegation that we think we know what we're talking about when we delegate, and then the person also on the other side goes, oh yeah, that sounds alright, I'll do that. Go away, and you sit at your desk and you think, oh, hang on, because you start to really pull it apart and understand what that task is. We all do that. That's human nature. So, as someone who does the delegating, what I really would encourage you to do is make sure that you're continuously available. You know who your people are, you know their competencies, and if you don't, then that's the first thing I want you to do, is understand your people. Secondly, when you do delegate the task, reassure them that you're there, you're available, they can come and ask you questions, and then you need to gauge just how much you're supervising or not supervising.